Hey everybody, welcome back to 2 Acres Evolving. Today I wanted to give you an update on the avocado plants that I've been rooting in water. I did a video on this about a month and a half ago. If you haven't watched that first video yet, I'll be sure to put a link at the top of the screen, and I'll also put a link down in the description below if you want to check it out. But a couple of them look quite a bit different than they did in that first video, so I wanted to give you an update, and also I'm going to be transplanting one of them in soil. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around and show you what they look like. Alright, so here they all are, and I'll get closer to each one so you can get a better look at them. This is the one that in my previous video I cut it down by half, and in a month and a half you can see where I cut it right here, and then in a month and a half that's how much it's grown. So this is the one that I'm going to be transplanting in soil today. And then this one has grown quite a bit. This one it just had a little bit of a stem sticking out of the seed whenever I did the last video. And it's grown quite a bit. I don't think it's quite a foot tall, but pretty close. So this one I'm going to be cutting in half like I did this one a month and a half ago. And then this one wasn't doing anything. It had a root sticking out of the bottom, but it didn't have anything coming out the top. So it's got a little stem sticking out now. And this one is the one that I actually did in the video. So this one is actually a little bit further advanced than this one over here is, and this one is about a week older than this one over here. So this one's growing in a little bit faster. So I'll keep these on the windowsill in a south-facing window so they get plenty of light. And these two will eventually look like these two over here. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut this one back and then get this one transplanted into some soil. Okay, so now this one I've got to cut back about half its size. I explained in the first video that cutting it back helps build a stronger plant. So if I planted it in soil like this, it would probably be okay, but I want to make sure that this plant is strong to give it a better chance of surviving. So I'm just going to come in here and cut it about right there. So now I'll move this one and then these two back into the south-facing window. And then I'll come back to transplant the big one. Alright, so the first thing that I have to do is drill some drainage holes into the bottom of the container that I'm going to be using. So I've got to go find a drill now. So the only thing that I'm going to be using to transplant this avocado tree is I'm going to be using potting mix and some biotone starter fertilizer. Now this potting mix does have fertilizer mixed in with it, but I want to add a little bit of biotone starter fertilizer because that'll help the roots grow in strong. So I only filled this up about a little bit more than halfway. The roots are pretty long on this, so I wanted to fill it up a little bit and then put it in there and then put the soil in around the roots. All right, so now that this one's potted up, I'm still gonna be leaving it in the house for the rest of this year. These plants won't survive the winters that we have around here. And it's also really hot out right now. So I don't want to put too much stress on it right after transplanting it. And then next spring, I'll set it outside. So I hope the process of the first video and this video of transplanting it inspires some of you all to go out and try this project for yourselves. Now, this project does require a lot of patience. This is the first time that I've done this with an avocado seed, so I did a lot of research, and I saw some articles saying that it could take 5 to 7 years to start producing avocados, and I saw some articles saying that it could take up to 10 years to produce avocados. So I'm obviously not doing this project to get a lot of avocados right away. I just thought it would be a cool project to do and to watch it grow. So I'll definitely keep doing updates on these, so make sure that you stick around for the next 5 to 10 years, and we may have some avocados on this tree. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move it into the house. And then next year in the fall, when it starts getting too cold outside for it, I'll have a greenhouse built by then. And then this will be living in the greenhouse over the winter. Thank you all so much for watching this update video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you in the next one.